Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. This challenge begins in the second quarter with 3 minutes to go. We're still without a score, tied at 0. You have the ball on your opponent's 35-yard line as we get set here, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Brady. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. Here's Brady. He goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Throwing now is Brady. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Calvin Johnson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to the next one.
The coach here, and welcome to this ultimate challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. Henry again on 2nd down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Khalil Herbert, 38 yards. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
Hey everybody, welcome. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That is caught. It's Calvin Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down carry for Henry. Powers through it. A solid stiff arm. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Henry bowling his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Well, I think Josh Norman can sympathize. He knows a little something about a run like this from Derrick Henry. I mean, that stiff arm might be the best in the business.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We'll see that Josh Norman play forever and ever, won't we? Because at Derrick Henry's size, 6'3", nearly 250, you know he's not shying away from contact. And here he just kept the defender at arm's length as he barreled his way into the end.
I told my boys it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We will start this challenge off in the second quarter with 4 minutes left on the clock. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. Your opponent has the ball on your side of the field, and it's 1st and 10. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To the air. Allen has his man. It's Shakir. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Screenplay, Johnson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now on second and 13. Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Allen hit. He lost the football. And fortunately the Bills jump on it and get it back. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Making an exclamation point instead.
And he's going to go down again. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Allen now looks to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The former star at the University of Buffalo, Khalil Mack. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. He's got a man, complete. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Chicago. Calvin Johnson as the first half is winding down. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes, and all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
On 2nd and 10. Brady looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
Hey, folks, it's the coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
Coach, we will begin this challenge in the 3rd quarter with 3 minutes remaining. We're still without a score, tied at 0. You've got possession in your own territory, 1st and 10. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and still nothing on the scoreboard. It remains a scoreless tie. Mr. Davis, you're a football lifer, my friend. You've called games at the highest level. You know head coaches inside and out. Please explain that one to me. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
It's not exactly round and round we go. But I'm looking at the poor defenses. All right, back-to-back possessions. The ball's turned over.
Back-to-back plays.
I mean, just that quickly. And you think you're going to the bench to get a little break, and all of a sudden you're hearing sudden change. Get back out there, grabbing your helmets and running back out on the field. I don't think it's going to affect them much now. But if this keeps up, you're going to have 2 very angry defenses yelling at the offense to take care of the ball.
Santos' kick is up and through. Congratulations on yet another victory. Now you can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available, or return to challenges to receive your reward.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never...
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another Ultimate Challenge on EA Sports. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
We will begin this challenge in the 3rd quarter with 3 minutes remaining. You've got a big lead. You have possession on your own 45-yard line. 1st and short. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Brady. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's got some space here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Inside handoff, Henry. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Derrick Henry taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bears go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Brady will look to throw for it. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points.
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
So after that sequence, if we're watching both teams' defenses, didn't it feel like a revolving door? One's on, they think they're off for a while. The other has to come on, they think they're on for a while. Then they're off. Here comes the other one. Just kept turning the ball over. They got to cut that out.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady rifles one complete into the hands of Gronkowski. And the Bears are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. On first and 10, it's Herbert. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. On second and goal, Brady to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Calvin Johnson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.
Hello, and welcome into this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the Coach.
And now the offense getting set, first and 10. To the air right away is Brady. Rolling to his left. A check down here for Henry. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Chicago! Calvin Johnson, 58 yards. And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Hello there, it's the Coach with you here today, and this is an Ultimate Challenge. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
Coach, we will begin this challenge in the third quarter with 3 minutes remaining. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line. As we get set here, first and 10. Touchdown, Chicago! Calvin Johnson, 75 yards. And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Brady's going to look to throw. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. So they were right on target there with a fade to get the 2.
It seems like a low percentage play, doesn't it? Because you're throwing it into a tough spot and there's not much room to come down. But when you have a really athletic receiver and a quarterback with touch, it's hard to defend.
The From the end zone, Deontay Hardy. And all deep in his own territory. Coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. Now he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line.
Starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring them.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Derrick Henry taking it in from 2 yards out. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah.
Hey folks, it's the coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team.
And the offense readies for a first down and 10. Trubisky going to look to throw right away. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Steps away. Trucks over him and out of bounds all the way down at the 3. And just like that, another ultimate challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another challenge right around the corner.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Let's send it down to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis for the call.
Okay, Coach, we start this challenge off in the fourth quarter with 4 minutes left on the clock. We're still without a score, tied at 0. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it's the run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Herbert. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. Does the big boy have the juice? He's at the 30, 10. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So how about that play? We had a tie ball game. Defense comes up huge. That's the definition of a big play for this defensive unit.
Not something that you see that happens often to a guy like, let's say, Jamal Charles. Remember 2015? Fumbled it in a key situation.
Roby, right?
Yes, exactly right. Bradley Roby picked it up and altered the ball game.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a short kick taken at about the... Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases. And
he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Derrick Henry, 14 yards. And the Bears have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
A throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Calvin Johnson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bears have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the fourth quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here comes Nasir Adderley. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. To throw is Brady toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Brady now to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention. It's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is a chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes...
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
This taken in at the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. Brady going to throw here. And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. I'm not even going to try to unpack that one.
Good move. Let's just leave that one alone, shall we?
Cat's got our tongue here in the booth.
Well, the Chargers offense back out and ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point good by Hopkins as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Brady going to look to throw. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. They'll try the right side with Henry. Pushes past him. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Brady going to throw. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to the next one.
everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the Coach.
Now the Colts offense ready here for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Taylor. Room here to run. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. Skirts by him at the 35. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. 30. 10. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
I'm really out for blood this time, look.
Hey, folks, I'm your host, the Coach. It's game time. It's Ultimate Team. It doesn't get any better than this.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
To finish this out, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we will begin this challenge in the second. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Brady to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st down, Brady. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They decline that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass. Yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that penalty?
I'm so confused. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
The Coach here, and welcome to this Ultimate Challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup.
So it's 1st and 10 for the Bears on offense as they get ready to go. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And some room to roam now. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Brady. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Touchdown Bears! Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Bears lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Matt Eberflus is going to keep his offense on the field. They're going for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this will be caught. So the try for 2, good. And it pushes them out to a 15-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this 1st quarter. 15. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. Out to his left. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
Touchdown! Calvin Johnson, 28 yards. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Matt Eberflus is going to keep his offense on the field. They're going for 2. Brady will look to throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense. Right?
That's true. You've said that before. They begin with a run by Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Brady. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Brady.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Congratulations on yet another victory. Now you can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available, or return to challenges to receive your reward. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. Now Trubisky on the move to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line. And this is caught at the 8.
And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Calvin Johnson from 8 yards out.
And the Bears go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Now Trubisky, they're going to throw for it. And this will be caught. So the try for 2, good. And it pushes them out to a 15-0 lead. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Takes it at the 7.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey,
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs.
They'll look to throw here.
Open man, it's Jalen Darden. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now the former Oregon man, this is Kenyon. And he loses the football a 2nd time. Now a timeout called for by the defense.
2nd and short now following the fumble.
To throw, it's Brady. Now a timeout called for by the defense. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Here's Brady. And that is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And here's Hofrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember.
He's got him in. Complete. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Chicago. Calvin Johnson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course. And the Bears take a 3-touchdown lead.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another ultimate challenge on EA Sports.
So it's 1st and 10 for the Bears on offense as they get ready to go. Rolling to his left. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now it's Trubisky, buying time to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Steps away. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Henry up the middle. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Derrick Henry, a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits.
Hello, and welcome to this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the coach. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. So for this challenge, we're in the 4th quarter with 3 minutes to go. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. But your opponent has the ball at your 40-yard line. 1st and 10. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Given the snow, you'd have to think they're likely not in field goal range just yet as they come up on a critical 3rd down. Throwing Jones. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the veteran Richard Sherman.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Well, then. Defenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10
at the 40. Looking to throw. Jones, he completes it to Henry. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline, ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Game in hand. The offense takes the knee.
Second and 11.
Delay of game, awesome.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Brady going to look to throw. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he's got Gronkowski yet again. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an ultimate challenge. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
We will begin this challenge in the 3rd quarter with 3 minutes remaining. You're trailing by 2 points. Your opponent has the ball on your 35-yard line. As we get set here, 1st and 10. Jackson now. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense,
and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Second and 2. Up the middle to Davis. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And just like that, another ultimate challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another challenge right around the corner.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, The Coach. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
We start this challenge in the fourth quarter, and only 1 minute is left on the clock. You're only down by a point. You've got the ball on your own 40, and it's 1st and 10. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow. Back to throw, Brady. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose. But you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing his car. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted.
And they will score a pick-6 for the Bears touchdown.
Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick-6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick-6?
Now on comes the Bears offense as they'll be called in to go for 2. Brady's going to look to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So Derek Carr in the offense. Down by 15. 36 seconds remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance.
Finds White.
Now White lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 9. Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to the next one.